we're going to discuss 5 habits that keep people poor. They might seem harmless at first, but they can have a significant impact on your financial health and may even keep you back from reaching your financial goal. Having said that, they are easy to implement and you can start today. Now, the first bad habit, and I'm sure you've heard it everywhere, is living beyond your means. In my opinion, one of the biggest mistakes people make is living beyond their means. They spend more money than they earn and accumulate debt as a result. And once you're in that cycle, it's very difficult to break and get out of. On top of that, keeping up with the Johnsons is not going to help you either. Just to impress people and therefore spending money on items that you don't really need is not going to help you out of the situation. What you should remember is that your financial situation is unique and you should try to live below your means. But you might ask, but how am I gonna start? If I can't buy something 5 to 10 times in cash, I'm not gonna do it. I also ask myself the questions, do I really need it, or is it just a want and a desire? And if it's just a desire and not really something that I need to sustain myself, then more often than not, I'll just move on from that item. Coming to number 2, lack of financial literacy. Another bad common habit that keeps people poor is the lack of financial literacy. Most people don't understand how money works, nor do they take the time to learn about personal finance. Now, this lack of knowledge, more often than not, will lead to bad financial decisions. And to avoid these bad financial decisions, you really need to start looking into your personal finance and educate yourself. But again, how do I start? I think a good starting point would be to make a budget for yourself. Without a budget, you might not realize where your money is going, how much money is coming out, and what you're spending your money on. It would also help you to categorize your spending and allocate certain amounts to that category, and always try to keep below that threshold and not overspend on a particular category. If nothing, it will help you to track your finances and make adjustments when needed. The third bad money habit that keeps people poor is not having an emergency fund. Now, emergencies can happen at any given time, whether these are health-related emergencies or it's got to do with your career. You're going through a period of unemployment. And if you don't have money set aside for those emergencies, you might make bad financial decisions down the line. I therefore suggest you keep an emergency fund on the side and have at least 6 months worth of living expenses saved in that emergency fund, if not more. Because if you don't do this, more often than not, you will end up making a bad financial decision, taking on a credit card, and this is where we are at number 4 of our bad money habit, which is paying high interest debt. High interest debt, such as credit card debt, can quickly spiral out of control and keep you in a cycle of debt. It is therefore very important to pay off any high interest debt you have as quickly as possible and try to avoid accumulating new ones. Now, I'm not saying that credit cards are bad per se. They can be very useful in the UK, for example, to help you build your credit score or credit history, but you should be using it responsibly. Yeah, but how am I gonna do this? Well, only use credit cards for necessary purchases where you can pay off the balance at the end of the month. Coming to our final, and in my opinion, probably one of the most important habits that keep people poor is not investing. Many people are afraid to invest or simply don't know how to start. However, not to invest means that you're losing out on opportunity that would make your money grow over time. There's a lot of literature and information out there that will teach you how to do that. Therefore, it's important to educate yourself on how to invest and invest early. Now, you might ask again, how am I going to start this? I think the most important bit is invest in yourself first. Investing in yourself by taking courses or building your strength is the single most important habit to build to reach your goal of financial freedom. By learning new skills, you can increase your earning potential and improve your overall quality of life. Now, to conclude all this, I would say, remember, it's never too late to change your financial situation. You can start now. What do you think about these habits? Let us know in the comment section below. And if you want to know about 7 passive income ideas that help me, for example, make 30k a year, click my next video and I will see you there. Peace out.